finder.
Okay.
I know exactly who we should do. So I got it mapped out.
Are the bands up there?
Hi, Paul Slackers, Good News Planet. I'm here with Jean-Georges. Hi, John. How are you?
Hello, very well. Wonderful to be here again this year.
Well, tell us a little bit about this function.
I mean, the Citymeals-on-Wheels, at Rockefeller Center, we always participate for the last, I would say, 15 years. It's always a great event and a great cause.
What's the joy of this industry? The joy.
It's all about pleasing people. My biggest pleasure today is to see somebody eat and have a big smile. And so I think my job is done, The money comes always after. I mean, for me, it's always about pleasing people, pampering people, and give them sensations of pleasure, different, the food.
Have you tried other kinds of recipes yourself? I mean, have you, done things that you never thought you would even try to make?
Yeah, I mean, when I started 8 years ago, I had no idea what, that 38 years later I was mixing Asian flavors because I spent 5 years of my life in Asia, Southeast Asia, Bangkok, Singapore, Hong Kong. So I'm mixing a lot of, ginger. I can't eat without chilies anymore. I need chilies on every plate. Something spicy. Because for me, I think the food to be, you have to remember the next time you wake up. If you wake up the next morning after dining in my restaurant and you don't remember a thing, I didn't do my job right.
I love your place over on Columbus Circle.
Yeah, that's what it is today.
It's a nice, wonderful, great place for breakfast meetings. I've had many there.
Yeah, good breakfast. I think
lunch, dinner,
good lunch deal. On nighttime,
You're very reasonable. Nobody would ever. Amazingly reasonable and exquisite.
Donald Trump is giving us a nice rent. We'll be able to afford it.
Well, I know you've been a good partner with him for many years, right?
Yeah, like 15 years now. So it's been great, great run. We're not done yet.
Last question. Good news for you. What's good news for you?
Good news for me. Actually, we just with my partners, we just bought the Staten Island ferry.
What?
Staten Island ferry.
Staten Island ferry. You bought a Staten Island ferry boat
on eBay.
On eBay.
With my partners. I'm going to turn it into a lobster restaurant. Very simple. Park on the west side. I know. I'm done with restaurant. I want to do boats now.
That's a wild one.
That's a big news.
All right. Let us know when that's happening.
Probably a couple of years. It's going to take a year and a half.
It's a great idea. All right.
It's a national treasure. Somebody has to preserve it.
Oh, I think it's marvelous. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you so
very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Hi, Paul Slackers. I'm here with Cedric von Gerishton. Hi, how are you?
Very well, and you?
Okay, good. Cedric, actually I just interviewed your dad, Jean-Georges.
Okay.
And he said, my son's here. He was very proud of that.
Yeah, thank you. You should be. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's going to be fun today. We're going to cook together. I don't know if you talk anything about the dishes you're going to do.
He talked about his. You said you're making something as well.
Yeah, today we're going to do basically rice crusted tuna. So basically tuna logs with some rice crackers all around it, some fresh sliced scallion, some sriracha, mayonnaise emulsion, and it's going to be great.
So when did you start to cook?
I started when I was 9 years old, when Jean-Georges was working in Lafayette. It was kind of, to cook. It wasn't professionally cooking, but I was basically hanging out in the kitchen. It was kind of my playground, so I was helping him with a little kitchen work, there. And when I turned 14 years old, that's when I decided to take that professionally. So I went to cooking school. I worked in different restaurants in south of France, L'Oasis, Ducasse, and different places.
And the future for you? How do you see it?
So right now I'm Paris Street. I've been there for 2 years as a chef. We love to open a restaurant like within a year or two. A nice concept with Jean-Georges. We'll see. It's a surprise. We can't say anything about it yet.
Oh, marvelous, wonderful. So what brings you though here now tonight? It's a charity event.
Yes, for the Citymeals-on-Wheels. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
No, it's great. That's like the third time we're doing it. I love coming here and helping do whatever we can as chef to help out those people.
What's good news for you? Last question.
What's good news for me? Work, personally, anything?
Personally, whatever you like.
Just got a baby 4 months ago.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
So that's wonderful, and I hope you will follow our steps as well in the kitchen.
So what do you bring him a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
A boy.
I've been bringing him in the restaurant, like at the market. Also, I'm trying to make him used to it already.
That's marvelous. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. It's a big deal.
It's a big huge deal.
It's my biggest deal. It's the greatest thing.
What happened?
You guys get together? Get around the picture?
This is a good one.
I'm not gonna hold it.
This is a good picture.
What's that? Yeah, it's great. Huh? Look, this.
Okay. That's a good thing. That's a good
Back in the
thing.
days.
So, Grandpa, how do you feel? How do you feel here, Grandpa?
I like the idea. I don't like the title.
I'm a Poppy.
Oh, you too? Oh,
What do they call you?
he hasn't come. He hasn't spoken yet.
No, we'll
It's
see.
only five.
Probably Papi. Papi in French is like that, yeah.
Ah, okay. Beautiful.
Papi Jojo.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you.
Okay, hi, I'm here with Alfred Portelli. Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you again. I believe you had something to do with actually even helping to work on this and build this over the years.
Well, you know, I've participated. I was thinking about it today. I was one of the original chefs. There were 13 chefs. It was started, actually, it was I think Jonathan Waxman and Larry Forgione's idea to honor James Beard. And I was they chose 13 chefs, and I was one of the original chefs. So this is my 25th or 26th year, I guess.
And did you have the Gotham Bar and Grill at that time?
That's right.
So how old is the Gotham Bar and Grill?
It's 26 years old.
Wow! Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And today, what's different today than it was 26 years ago?
The event.
No, your
Just
bar.
in general.
The bar,
Well,
Gotham Bar and Grill.
you know, the restaurant continues to evolve and get better, and we actually had a wonderful week. Last week we were awarded 3 stars from the New York Times, and we hadn't been reviewed in 15 years, but it's our 5th 3-star review, so we were very proud. We're very proud.
All right, you should be. I think I had one of my daughter's graduation party there, and so and you treated us very nicely. I think it's customer service. What do you think? Is that the name of the game?
You bet. That and consistency.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And so, how do you say consistent? How do you feed 100, 200 people? How do you keep it consistent?
Well, you know, it really it's a team sport. You really need to rely on your staff. Staff training, staff morale, very important, and it's keeping your eye on the ball, which is hard to do for 25 years. Very difficult, but that's one of our hallmarks: is the consistency. People trust us for special occasions, but that's really the key in this city, particularly.
I was told also that I'm not a restaurateur, but I was told that. Waste. In other words, not ordering too much or maybe ordering too little. Is that a concern?
Not at all.
That's why I'm not have a restaurant.
Well, I mean, it can be a concern, but not after. We pretty much are established. We know before we open the doors how many dinners we're going to do. So it's just we have a lot of experience. It's not really an issue for us.
Okay. All right. And today you're going to make.
Well, we were asked to do like a family favorite, and my mother was a great cook. I grew up in a big family, Italian-American family, and one of my favorite things she made were raviolis. So that's what we're serving today, my mother's raviolis.
And what's in the ravioli?
Well, it's the ricotta raviolis, ricotta cheese, which we have actually made at the restaurant, so it's very special. And she did a rich meat sauce, but we're just doing a very light heirloom tomato sauce tonight.
Good news for you is what?
Good news?
What's good news?
Let's see. Well, here, good news is that we can be here at 26 years helping, for Citymeals-on-Wheels. So that's that. As long as we can continue to do that, it's great.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Niporan. Hi, Joe. How are you?
I would be good if my phone wasn't ringing.
Okay. Well, you're a busy man. You have a Nobu here this evening.
Nobu Matsuisa is right here.
All right.
#1 chef in America, in the world, actually.
Okay.
In the world.
And Jonathan Waxman.
And Jonathan Waxman.
Who is one of the founders.
Jonathan created this event.
Right. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And how have you been involved over the years?
I'm on the board of Meals on Wheels, so I've been involved for over 20 years, both with my restaurants, but also I'm one of the board members, so I'm on the advisory board.
And so, how is it going for the Meals on Wheels? How's it going?
Meals on Wheels is probably the best charity in the world that I've been associated with, and I've been associated with lots of charities. They are so diligent. Marcia Stein, Gail Green, and this is the stellar event that every year gets better and better. So it's just great to be a part of this.
What's good news for you? Last question. I know you're busy.
What's good news for me? We have a movie that's coming out tonight on HBO called A Matter of Taste. Paul Liebrandt. It's a documentary that was at the Tribeca Film Festival, Austin, Texas. I'm in it, and it is huge. So it's on HBO on demand, so you're going to miss it tonight. Put that in your pocket.
Okay.
I want you to watch this film.
All right. Congratulations.
You're the best. Thank you very much.